Hey guys, Caleb Thornton here, back with another video, and today we're taking a look at another mouse pad. This one's called the Radar, and it's from GameSense, which is a newer company, as well as being a newer mouse pad. Definitely more of a control-focused pad, but does bring some compelling things to the table, so let's hop into it. Starting off with the build quality of the pad itself, so far I've been really happy with it. The stitching itself is very low profile. It isn't completely flush with the surface of the pad, so you can definitely feel it if you do reach the edge of it, but even at that, still very low profile. And for me, in my mind, like if I'm reaching the edge of my pad, I don't really care if the stitching is because I'm gonna be going off the pad anyways, so not that big of a deal for me. It is very soft though, and I've had no issues as far as fraying goes on it, and I've been using it for about 2 weeks, so I'm guessing this is gonna hold up down the road, because normally you'll start seeing fraying pretty early on if it's gonna start happening anytime soon. As far as branding goes on it though, also minimal. It's down in the bottom right-hand corner, or I guess you could flip it around and have it somewhere else, but if you have it where it's oriented right, it's gonna be in the bottom right-hand corner, and it does not have any like abrasion or anything on top of the pad. It's completely printed into the surface itself, so if you do happen to get down in there or run your mouse over it, it's not gonna feel any different than the rest of the pad, but it is on there and it's red and white, so if that's gonna bother you, just realize it's there. As far as the rubber backing on the mouse pad itself goes, it's been really solid for me. I've had no issues with it sliding around. Of course, this is on the desk pad version, which generally if the desk pad versions even doesn't have the best rubber, it's gonna stick down, so I can't really speak as far as like the 450 by 450 millimeters size pad goes. That might have a little bit more slipping around, but as far as the quality of the rubber on this one, I don't see that happening, because right now I've had no issues with this thing sliding around. Now talking about the performance of the surface itself, this is by all means, I mean, it's what it's marketed as, and definitely aimed towards a controlled surface, so make sure that's a prerequisite for you, that you enjoy a controlled experience. That's definitely exactly what this mouse pad delivers. There's a lot of static friction on your startup, really good stopping power, and it's everything I would expect out of a more controlled cloth pad. And I will say it's not on the side of control. Some pads, like maybe you'd think of the Equate from X-Ray pads as being a very muddy pad, very, very slow. I will say that's not the case with this. You still do get some nice glide there, but still get the benefits of that really nice stopping power as well as control throughout your movements. And so far for me, being a control pad user in the first place, it's perfect for me. I really love the consistency I'm able to get out of my aim with this surface, and it's gonna be really nice for those of you who enjoy that higher static friction and also nice stopping power, all with a controlled glide on the surface itself, because it definitely delivers that. So if you fit the bill for someone who really enjoys a controlled surface and also just wants to know that you can get a pad that you're gonna be able to depend on, not have to worry about wearing down, I definitely think it fits into that category. And you can pick it up, this desk pad size version, which is 950 or 900 by 450 millimeters for $50, or the little bit smaller one that's just 450 by 450. So a nice size there, even for a smaller pad. It's gonna be $30, so not outrageously priced, definitely around the middle of the road or down to that more budget-friendly price, I guess you could say, for the little bit smaller one. So far for me though, again, really holding up nicely and really delivering a really nice feeling performance, and that does not seem to be changing at all over time of me using it, as well as it not being affected by like weather, humidity, and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be a good pad. I think it's gonna hold up down the road. So if you're gonna be able to fit that category, if someone's looking for a nice controlled pad, gonna give you that good stopping power, really nice static friction to keep you controlled and consistent movements, and this definitely will be good for you. Thank you guys very much for watching the video. If you did find it helpful or informative, please do hit that like button for me, and do consider subscribing for content just like this coming up in the very near future, but I'll see you guys in the next one.